Rust.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Naj and Jay here.
We are here.
We are here.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. The weather's here.
Yep.
The summer is here. Oh, goodness. I am Naja Nicole, singer, songwriter, cultural programs coordinator at the Delaware Art Museum. For some reason, people keep bringing up poetry things around me, so I might be becoming a poet soon. Animal lover. And Jay's fourth bestie. Right?
Sure.
Hold on. Right.
Whatever you need.
Yes. Go ahead.
Y'all doing? My name is Jay Street Jr. I am your local singer, songwriter, youth advocate, and photographer. Yeah, happy to be here.
And artivist.
And artivist. That's a part of the music, but absolutely.
Because you just literally did a panel on
a couple weeks ago.
artivism.
Yeah, it went really, really well. I mean, I should probably retroactively give Oscar flowers for putting that together. And yeah, thanks everybody who came out. It was a really dope event. Off track, but that's fine. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Temperature check.
Who's going first?
I don't remember who went first last time.
That's okay. But who wants to go first today?
You go first.
Okay. Yes.
How you feeling, Jay?
I'm okay, but I'm really sleepy. I've slept terribly for the past 2 or 3 nights. I got caught up a little bit last night, but basically I have a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
And I have a really intense weekend of singing and all of those things between learning the music and memorizing lyrics and figuring out how to navigate the logistics of each day has kept me up, but I'm okay. I got a busy weekend, but it's me working, which means I'm paying bills. So, I'm going into a small storm, but I'm sure I'll come out Monday present. The main goal is just to have my voice still in solid condition.
Yes.
But I'm good otherwise. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Nash, how be you?
What's the word? Verklempt.
You're verklempt.
Verklempt.
Yeah.
I am okay. I was not feeling well the last couple days.
Yeah.
And apparently a lot of other people haven't been feeling well either. So we was all just sick together. I'm a little overwhelmed.
With what? If you care to share.
The burden of knowledge.
Okay.
The burden of knowledge. I am carrying so much.
I got woke and then wanted to go back to sleep.
I want to sleep. Let me tell you something. I'm so tired of people calling me, telling me shit.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Fair
I
enough.
ain't got but so much room up in here. Okay? And it's getting real tight in there.
Yeah.
It's like a club, like an early 2000s club.
Okay.
At midnight. Because everybody gets there at 12.
We're getting
and it's sardines by,
Yep.
So that's where we at.
Okay.
Yeah. Wanna go into flowers?
Sure. Flowers, everybody. You didn't say our local
What?
But
What did I say?
Nothing. We just kept going, but
we
it's
did.
fine.
We didn't do the opener.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Like I said, it's like the club at midnight, 1 a.m. right now.
So we'll start with birthdays. Should we start with JB?
My baby turned 12.
Wow. Wow. I literally remember her when she was younger than my son.
You met her when she was 7.
No.
6.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I know her when she's really small. And even for me, it's like, huh? So I can only imagine for you.
That's crazy. So we had a murder mystery party, space edition, and it went well.
It did.
It went well. Yeah. Them kids was wore out.
Man,
they was wore out.
Had a great birthday, it seems like, right?
She did. Yeah. She did. She got a lot of money, and I told her the parent tax is upon her.
Yep. And then my wife, she had a birthday. Yep, she just turned 25. She's excited about it. She's a little bit nervous about getting towards 30, but I think everyone collectively did.
You look good, girl.
I think we collectively did our best to make the weekend special. It was a little bit conflicted, so we should talk about this. On the Saturday of JB's party, which was her birthday.
It was actually Lisa's birthday.
So there was a double celebration there.
Yeah.
And then the third birthday celebration is I had to drive down to Dover because our brother from another mother, Sam Wilson, turned 50 with his surprise birthday party. So it was crazy.
He looked good too.
He looks great. He looks great.
Man.
He's goals. I'm hoping, I'm right behind him. So I'm hoping that I, keep it together for the next chunk of time. And he's definitely goals in that regard.
Are you doing the countdown like lightly in your mind?
No, him and I are like in the same way. He doesn't like surprises. He doesn't like surprise parties, but he had a really...
You don't like parties.
And so, but he had a really good time and he was in a really good mood, which is really cool to see. I say all that to say, number one, happy birthday to all three of you. We love you. But no, I'm not the countdown. I don't make a big deal of my birthdays. I might do something a little bit more, We're
going to have a party.
I might do something big when I turn 50, but...
we having a party.
But I don't care. Yeah. Not that I don't care about me, but it's just not a big deal to me. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Happy 3-year wedding anniversary to the Nottinghams. I remember singing.
Who's that?
I don't know if you know them.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, I don't know if you know them.
Okay.
Do you know the pastor who lives across the street from me?
No.
The young guy?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, never mind then.
Okay.
Either way, I sang at their wedding at the Delaware Contemporary, their wedding reception. They know how to party. Okay. When they came in, they wasn't playing.
Nice.
Okay. And I recently ran into them, and it was just really beautiful to see that they're still going strong. They live in Texas now. Of course, families from here, so they came up to visit. But happy 3-year wedding anniversary.
Happy 3-year anniversary. Yeah.
Also, flowers to Nadia and Zeke for entrusting me with their babies' faces.
You need to pull that up now?
Yes.
Right.
So,
Go ahead.
people think that I get my makeup done from time to time, and I don't because I can't afford it, and I don't always like how people do my makeup. So it's right there.
There it is. Go ahead.
She asked me to help. She asked me if I did it, and I was like, I can figure it out. And this is me helping.
You don't get to see their face. Like I said, I want to show the face, but I want to see your work. But all right,
see their work? Sorry, I didn't send a picture, but there's makeup all over my shirt. I had a really great time. Those girls are absolutely beautiful. They're going to Howard.
Great choice.
And it was just wonderful. I felt really good. They felt beautiful. So thank you for trusting me.
Yeah, it's a big deal, actually.
And flowers to y'all for raising such beautiful girls.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
Okay, keep it moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on in Rap Town? Local news. Let me hear your anchor voice.
Local news.
No. Not just local news. Like, say your name. It's 8:13.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Jay Street Jr., and I'm here to present the Naj and Jay Show to you. And this is your local news section. Welcome, everybody.
That was a little much.
It's a little bit much for you.
Can you tone it down a little bit?
I think I probably could turn it down just a bit and
Would
slow
you
it down.
really do that?
I could do that if I had to. If you wanted to pay
Why
me.
is your voice so deep?
Because I feel like if I'm going to be on the air, it should be a deep, manly voice. And if anyone wishes to pay me thousands of dollars to be on the air, to speak this way, I'll happily do it for you.
It sounds like it hurts.
No,
You also sound like your breath might stink.
Breath is fine, and then you just got to put those chords together. Give it some volume.
All right, so the Delaware Department of Health and Social Services said Delaware's Sunbucks program is back, and that is the summer EBT program for 2025. The Sunbucks program provides $120 in grocery benefits to help eligible families get the nutrition that they need during the summer. If you already are on EBT or receive assistance from DHSS, you don't have to do anything. It'll automatically be applied. But if you or you know someone who needs it or is interested, you can go online and apply. The deadline is August 31st. So again, you get $120 in grocery assistance. You just need to go online and apply. But if you already are part of any assistance through DHSS, you don't have to apply. You'll automatically get it if you have school-age children that are on your account. So just wanted to put that out there because times is getting hard for a lot of people. Okay, so that's my local news. Do you have anything else?
What's on the list?
Oh, also, go and watch the interview that we posted yesterday with Cheyenne about the rent stabilization.
Yeah, the vote is
Yeah.
tomorrow. All of the information is in the video that we posted yesterday. Just from my end, I want to reiterate what I said on the video. I would vote for it, but if anyone has a dissenting opinion, we welcome it. I guess it's a little bit too late to sort of come on our platform to talk about it, but feel free to say your thoughts in the comments. If you have a strong argument against it, I think it's a valid debate, if you will. I mean, maybe you tweak it in certain ways, but I do hope it passes.
Yeah.
And yeah, check it out. This is the kind of legislation that definitely makes a difference in people's lives.
Yeah.
So, go check it out. If you're from Wilmington or in the area and want to know about that and care about that, you probably do and should. So yeah.
Okay.
And I think we could probably use this subject as a way to kind of dovetail into just a general message that we wanted to say about how we've been doing a little bit less in the community. It's in the top of the discussion.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just listening.
Yeah. So just want to be clear about this. It's been brought to our attention, and we're aware of it too, that we haven't been as visible and kind of haven't been posting as much. And there is a reason for that. We're doing fine. We love what we do. But over the past really the past 4 months, I would say, maybe 4 to 6 months. Is that fair? You tell me what your time frame is.
Honestly, I feel like the past year.
Okay. Yeah. So over the past, in the recent past, we'll say 6 months to 1 year, there have been just like a lot of realizations about our community. To be clear, we love Wilmington. We love Delaware. We love this part of the earth. And we love our community. I mean that. And we have really close friends. And I can at least speak from my circle, which includes Naj and other people. I love my tight circle. I wouldn't change a thing about it. But then we step out a couple layers, 1, 2, 3 layers. And, as an example, we've had certain people on our show. We've big upped and given flowers to certain people that we've come to find out are bad people. Not just like shady or like, someone that I don't really want to spend time with, but like genuinely bad people. Mm-hmm. And in as much as we will always use this platform to highlight our community, we've kind of slowed down just shouting out anyone without knowing a little bit more about who they are, because it's in as much as it's obviously important that we highlight dope people, it's equally important that we don't highlight people who are terrible and keep that out of our space for a lot of different reasons. And, again, this is my mouth specifically, my opinion. I've been a little more wary about who we associate with and who we promote. I've said this before on the show. If you pay attention really long term to who I spend time with, who I don't spend time with, and sort of the consistent people on this show, to be honest, you could learn a lot from that. Because the people that you always see us collectively around, they're good people. But, other people haven't been that way. And not only is it just personally gross to be around some people who you know are like, oh my gosh, you really just beat up women. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Like, it's just gross, and like, it makes me angry.
Like, oh, you scam people.
You
lie.
scam people. Like, you just make up stuff. And I don't want that in my space, and I don't want that on our platform, and I don't want to promote that. So we've slowed down just to kind of step back and reassess how we approach things.
Yeah.
And in as much as, like, listen, if Nataki calls us, boom, we're there. It's not a question. If Tahira says something, I'm there. It doesn't matter. Those are a couple people in our circle that we really, will vouch for 100%. But outside of that, it's been like, we should probably take our time easing into this relationship and start slow, because the things that we have found out have been shocking.
Quite shocking.
Like, you expect, like, everyone has their thing. Nobody's perfect. And everybody has flaws. You know what I mean? I've made mistakes, and, if you Google me and look up my...
There's a difference between a mistake...
and a character trait.
And a terrible human being. There's a big difference.
And we've become very wary of those kinds of people for a million reasons. So that's my explanation of why we've slowed down. And until we kind of readjust to what we are aware is the lay of the land, like, wait, because here's the thing.
We've been knocked up a little bit.
Like, damn. And you hear certain things, because, like, I've been back in Delaware at this point for over 10 years. And like the first 3 to 5 years, I built connections, rebuilt relationships, and got to a certain point of immersion in the community, where I have my circle, I know who's cool.
Right.
But then when we started to do this, it's like, all right, now we bring in everybody.
Right.
And it's much more, encompassing.
Right.
And it's been like, oh, wait.
Right.
wait. Yeah, they really are some terrible people out here, and that's why.
And here's the thing: the reason why, one of the reasons why it's really been difficult for us is because it be the very terrible people who run very good organizations, and trying to balance.
Say it,
trying to balance how we can promote a positive action by a terrible person.
It's not gonna happen.
How does that work? Like, somebody can be doing so many great things through an organization for so many people, but then on the back end be a complete monster. And I can say, and y'all know, like, I was with my parents singing, and I was not outside, and then I met Jay, and then I was outside, and
are you
now,
blaming on me?
No. But now I'm like, I don't want to be outside no more.
Right.
I'm exhausted. I'm very exhausted. And I'm also, like, I don't want to say I'm scared, but I can say that there are conversations that me and Jay have had where I'm legit, like, worried about my safety and worried about, like, like, there's a reason why when you see me out, you usually see Jay, right? Like, I don't want to go nowhere by myself. And then I've been hearing a lot of things recently that make it even more so, like, well, if it ain't for Naj and Jay, I ain't going out. if it ain't me and my husband, I'm not going out. Unless I got, like, my girlfriends and there's a group of us or something, like it. There's a lot of nonsense around town. And is this just for Wilmington? No.
It's
every location has that. But when
the truth smacks you in the face, pap, like 20 times in a month, it's like, oh man, like,
yes,
like, I don't want to see this person in public again.
Yeah,
you understand? Like, from my end, I don't fake it. And that's not to say if I see somebody I know who's awful, it's like an on-site situation. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm not going to be friendly.
Right.
I'm not going to dap you up.
Yeah.
I'm not faking it. And I don't like tension in my life, and I don't want to have that around me. And I dread the potential for there being tension, and I don't want to end up in my monkey brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want the reptilian brain to come out because I've had a shot of something and just now everyone's in a bad situation, because I have done a really good job. And like the good thing about age is, as your testosterone levels lower, you become more sane. You become a little more thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go back to 25-year-old Jay who's just, I don't want to be that. And that's more of the reason why.
Yeah, we've I think it's beautiful. We've accomplished a lot as Naj and Jay to be able to build relationships with the community.
And we love those relationships.
And we love that people call us and give us information to either talk about or be wary of.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there are a lot of people out here who are trying to figure it out and don't know who to deal with. But because
give us a call.
Yeah, I'm thankful for that, because the other thing is, we're not going to be ones that's going to be like, oh, let me tell you about this. Unless you are people's, we're not telling people business like that. But
watch who we hang with and who we don't.
We have to be mindful going forward about who we're around, who we're interviewing, whose event we're showing up to, whose building we're going to, what organization we're promoting, and blah blah blah. It's really deep. And so we've taken a slight step back and are reorganizing, reassessing how we want to move forward.
But keep reaching out to us, because like she said, I love the fact that Cheyenne reached out to us. Yeah. She had an issue that was important to her. Yeah. And she trusted that if we had time, that we would give her a fair space to speak her thoughts on the issue.
And she brought facts.
And that's what we want to do. You know, that was an important thing. So, she reached out and we talked about it, and we're like, yeah, no, this is something that we should do. Yeah. So that's not to say don't call us. Please do. Yeah. But don't expect anything. We will be using AI to thoroughly research you.
Listen, we just have to be safer.
And we will call the grapevine to be like,
and best believe word travels fast.
Listen, you put your hands on a woman, we're gonna know about it.
Listen, so you stealing money, we're gonna find out.
Even if you don't know. Never mind,
my block reflex is quick. Okay. Oh, Damala said, yeah, because where y'all been? A fan wants to know.
As though she doesn't see you 6 times a week.
I know you're not talking.
Oh, no. Okay, let's be clear. I might see Damala at Wegmans more than her mom. Like, if you're just going to put all of my business out there, yes, I spend a lot of time at Wegmans, and yes, because
Days on payroll. We need a Wegmans sponsorship at this point.
Oh man.
But yeah, we're a little tired.
Mm-hmm. But we're good. Yes. But tired.
Good but tired. So just wanted to put that out there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's move on to what's been happening around the world, even though it's not really the world, it's just America, because America is in the hot seat right now.
Real world.
Okay. So,
which one are we hitting?
Elon Musk.
I love this beef.
Elon Musk said, I don't like him no more, and I'm switching sides. He's like the baby mama that switched up. So I don't like him no more, and I just want y'all to know everything he doing is real bad and ghetto and nasty.
What I will give him credit for, and I don't like him at all, is if you have followed him at all, is he's gone from being the darling of the liberals to the darling of the conservatives to now he's like on Mars.
I feel like he's pulling a Kanye.
On his own planet, where nobody messes with him. And I don't know what's next, but it has been wonderful in so many ways. I mean, it's not wonderful, but it's been TMZ hilarious to watch him clearly
Crash out
and be like, Trump is a doofus. And he's tried to like keep it together. You can see, because I watched one of the interviews, the whole interview with that one guy, and he was like, well, I really don't want to talk about this, but I don't want to take all the blame. And it slowly started slipping out. And he was like, it's terrible. This is terrible, Bill.
The drugs ain't hitting no more. The drugs is not hitting like they used to.
And he got socked in the eye. That might have knocked him sober. So who knows?
I do want to know who knocked him out. I want to know.
I don't think he got KO, but he took a shot for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I am so tired of the whole world seeing our unstable personalities.
But what do you expect? And I mean this part actually with a bit of empathy and respect. Like, if you have studied Trump and Musk, literally, this is not a shot. This isn't a dart. They're both coming from abusive families. Elon Musk's dad was a tyrant, a terrible human being, like a mean, abusive person. Same with Trump. So what do you think when you get these two absolutely filthy rich, egomaniacal people who have come from terrible environments? What do you expect? And one of them's lit up on ketamine or whatever else all the time. Like, it's going to be explosive. And if I were an alien on Mars, I'd be like, oh, this is Jerry Springer level nonsense, and I'm enjoying the hell out of. But I have to live here, so it's a little bit, oh boy.
Oh, God. I'm telling you, the days of our lives, America, is it's about as good as a telenovela.
It really is. Like, objectively, it's quite the story. You couldn't write it. You wouldn't think it would ever happen.
What people are gonna, what's gonna happen next? I don't know.
Yeah, if the aliens are watching, they're like, boy, y'all are wilding.
They know it's ghetto. This is the hood.
Yep.
Earth is the hood.
Mm-hmm. It's the hood of outer
it's
space.
The hood of the galaxy, of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay. Okay. Brian McKnight's son passed away from cancer.
Ugh.
If y'all haven't followed the Brian McKnight saga, he disowned all his children, had a new baby with some girl from like the islands, and named his son with her the real Brian McKnight, pretty much, and has completely he said those kids were made out of sin and all this other stuff because he's holier than thou and everything. So his son had cancer. He recently passed away. And after the family released, messages of love for his passing, this is what he writes.
Oh, I don't even like to hear it.
A big thanks to Claude McKnight's tasteless and self-aggrandizing announcements on TikTok that frankly was not to make, in my opinion, he inserted himself and used Nico's death as an opportunity instead of letting him pass with respect and dignity. So that's how he started it. Then he goes on to say, while that was unfolding, my family and I flew home to Maui and had a private memorial remembering him in all the good times.
It's just rough. This is why I always say never air your dirty laundry. I don't care what you say. It's never a time to air your dirty laundry. Last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home. He and his mother declined. The door of communication was open and remained open until his death. Yeah, keep your dirty laundry.
It just goes on and on and on and on. And there is a special place in hell for that man because everything about him is disgusting. Like, everything. I met him one time and he was disgusting then. And this right here is the bottom barrel, like, my God.
All right. So I forgot to take the time to find an inspirational story for this week. So let's just sit here right now. Let's think to ourselves, what's something going on that excites you, or something positive going on that makes you feel good? What's something good that you're thinking about? Anything coming up, like your music, your song? Can we talk about that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because we just talked about how terrible Musk and Trump are. We just talked about how terrible Brian McKnight is. Let's give the people something that makes them feel good.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about your song?
No.
No? Okay.
Sure. So I have my single. It's ready.
Yes.
It's ready.
It's ready. Can we talk more about it? How do you feel about the song?
I love it.
Why?
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
It is not like anything I have ever made.
Okay. I've heard it, so I'm trying not to say things for her.
It's very fun.
It's fun.
It's y'all. Most people know me for the IFLS.
Yes.
And my album, like, if you have it. This one is playful and fun and whimsical.
And it's a big part of who you are as a person.
Yeah. If you know me deeply, you know my love for animals.
Uh-huh.
And so I always tell this story on stage, and be prepared to hear it again when you come to my album release.
Mm-hmm.
And act like it's funny then too. Mm-hmm. But I remember going into the studio when I was like 14.
Okay.
And I was with my dad, and I was with Jerry Anthony Thompson, who I called Jaddy, and it was his studio. And he was like, we got to start writing music. Mm-hmm. And they were like, you can write whatever you want, like whatever you want to talk about. And I was like, I said to my dad, mm-hmm. Can I write about my dog? Mm-hmm. And my dad was like, no. So I wrote about birds.
Can we say the name of the song?
The song is called Who Knows?
Okay. And I mean, you can even see right now, her face is like, she's like kind of, she lit up, but she's also kind of like shy and demure about it. But like, it's a happy song. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
What's it about?
I'm going to tell you the meaning of it.
Okay.
The meaning of it is to cherish the moments that you have with your special someone, whoever that is. It could be your kids, it could be your grandma, it could be your lover, it could be your best friend. But who knows how long we have to be with one another? So cherish those moments, every single one that you have, because we never know how long we have with them.
Yeah. And it's a really, from my end, it's almost cartoonish, and it's like...
Yes, like Disney princess.
Yeah, it's got this very... Even the sounds, it's very lighthearted and kind of fluffy and bright, but it's also sophisticated.
Shout out to Juan Zeke, Ish, my Uncle Gerald Chavis, and Jonathan Whitney.
Yeah, like...
Who are all a part of the creation of this amazing, beautiful...
Yeah,
song.
it's a sophisticated piece of music, and it's still, I think, because of the nature of it and because of the melody, it's still got a sweet simplicity to the sentiment. And
so, when I was in the Midwest last year, that was one of the songs that I performed. And when we got off stage, mind you, we was in Arkansas. Mm-hmm. I ain't know nobody out there. When we got off the stage, we went round back, and this woman comes up to me, and she was like, I just wanted to tell you that song, Who Knows, that you sang about the birds, she was like, my fiance died suddenly a year ago, and I have not been able to, like, settle in that. And she was like, when you sang that song, I felt like, she was like, everything that I felt about him in that moment made me feel like I could settle with his passing.
That's the power of...
When I tell you that, gosh, you almost had me on the floor, child, up in Arkansas. That was really beautiful.
It's a happy, uplifting song.
Yes.
And it'll make you feel good.
I can't wait for y'all to hear it.
Yeah. Go keep your eyes peeled on her page, because...
Yeah. Dang, now I got to make the announcement online.
in a world where there's a lot going on, and we've talked a little bit about it, like, there's still stuff to make you feel good. So make stuff that makes you feel good.
Yes.
Do things and listen to things and consume things that make you feel good, because you got to balance these things out.
Yeah, and I'm so excited about the album in general. Like, I don't want to be that person But
I mean, I brought it
this
up,
thing
so.
about to be real good. I'm tell you what. I have pushed myself like so much, and you know, everybody says I was very vulnerable. Nah, I was real vulnerable on this.
Oh my gosh.
And I wrote about my thoughts, my actual thoughts, not stuff that I made up or whatever, you know. So I'm really proud about it, and I can't wait for y'all to hear it. So
Cool.
yeah.
There, it's a little bit of inspiration for you guys.
A little bit of inspiration.
Yeah.
Here, damn.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. It's important. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. You said something about Sinners 2.
Yeah, so I'm another reason I love Ryan Coogler, and it's you see this article that I saw was like a perfect. It showed exactly how he is and the world that he's trying to navigate, because he's like, I'm not making a Sinners 2. Hollywood said, yeah, he won't, but because right now we have some rights to this, we're going to make a Sinners 2.
I wonder if Michael B. Jordan is going to be loyal.
He better be, boy. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder.
But my point is that shout out to Ryan for being like, no, this is the story. We're not going to Hollywood it up and franchise it and beat it, you know, to death so that it goes. You're not going to mess up the legacy of a great story by trying to just sap it for everything that it's worth.
Yeah.
And of course, Hollywood's like, anyway, we're going to get everything that we can out of it. And it just shows the fact that he really is a pure and true artist. And it's a beautiful thing. And I just thought that was such a funny thing. He's like, nah, I'm not doing that nonsense. But the movies are like, mm-hmm.
So I would like to revisit the Smoker Stack.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Do you still feel that you are Stack?
I really have always felt that if I was a gangster, that I would be the reserved one. I'm not a hothead until I have to be.
Okay.
But I am generally, and yeah, you're the hothead. There's no way around it. I don't care what you say.
So you think I'm Stack?
Yes, 1,000%. If we were twins, you are definitely the hothead. Like, I'm the one that would have to pull you back and tell you to chill. And if anything, you'd be like, yo, you're going to have to do something. Because, like, I don't want to go there, but I can and I will, yo. No, but I can't. But you, I have watched this little lady in so many instances just go to 10. And I'm like, yo, what? Number one, you can't beat nobody. You're barking as loud as anybody. Like, chill out. You know what I'm saying?
What?
There's a time and a place. Nah, man, you're the hothead. I have that in me.
Was this the same? Did you tell me I was Stacked last time?
I don't know, but I'm the reserved one. And
so
I want to hear your argument.
You're Smoke and I'm Stacked.
Now give me your argument for why I'm wrong.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, give it.
Based off the way you drive, you are Stacked.
Okay, I'll take that. Give me more.
Number one.
So wait, hold on. We're going to keep talking about this. You tell us who's Smoke and who's Stacked if it had to be one or the other. All right, go ahead.
Look, Cheryl said, yes, I agree. Not Smoke. No, she said, I'm Smoke.
No, you don't know. I'm telling you.
I know.
Go ahead, tell me why I'm the hothead.
Number one.
Because I drive fast.
Because you drive crazy. You're loud as hell.
I am loud.
Yes. You're also, like, the thing is, people see you in your Smoke setting because you don't get wild around people you don't bang with.
That's true.
But when you with your people,
but I don't just pop off and, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't. What do you?
I have known you 6 years now, and you are definitely Stacked.
I don't see it.
I am Smoke. I'm the brains of the operation.
Go ahead and turn on one single camera in this place.
Oh, first of all, did you not see that Stacked was like the heavyweight? Okay, that's part of that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the one that write the contracts. I'm the one that said, this is what we going to do and how we going to do it and what's going to happen.
Okay.
I need people to understand. I need people to chime in. I am Smoke.
We should dive into this. We have to get pinstripe suits and you know what I'm saying and like do a little
We need
fake
a gold
Sinners
tooth.
thing. Yeah, I would totally do that too. That'd be funny.
Put some tinfoil on my teeth.
100%.
But yeah, you're definitely Stacked. I'm definitely smoking.
You're definitely wrong, but that's fine. Mm-hmm. She's the hothead.
But I mean, Smoke had his hothead moments.
No, that's true. That's true. But that's why I feel like I'm Smoke, because I have my moments, but I don't lead with that.
No, because you always be ready to just be pow, pow, pow.
But I don't pow, pow, pow. I'm just prepared.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Real quick, I thought this was funny.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, get to it.
Okay. So, did you know that the gas tank, where your gas tank, tells you whether your car was meant for a girl or a boy? So apparently on the interwebs, because if it's on the interwebs, it's all true.
Tell me more.
So if it's on the driver's side, that meant that car was made for a man, because men were the only ones allowed to drive, and they're the ones who were supposed to pump the gas.
Right.
But if it's on the passenger side, it means the car was for a woman, and the man needs to get out and pump the gas.
I don't get the second part.
That's what the interwebs said.
The interweb is lying. I mean, AI has made up.
Like people with money. So if it was a woman owned the car, she's not going to pump her gas, but the gas tank will be on her side. So whoever is pumping gas, I guess like an attendant would be the one to do it.
I want to research
or
this.
A man would come out the driver's side.
I want to research this. I'm kind of making sense of it, but I don't sense that it's truth.
Let me tell you something. I was on the phone with Cheryl the other day. And the disdain in her voice when she realized she needed to get gas. I'm telling you, she was like, I have to pump my gas, and I hate it. And when I tell you, I felt that.
Why?
I don't want to pump my gas.
But why?
Because I don't know. I don't want to be touching it. Everybody done touched it. And then I got to stand. I got to get out of the car. Then I got to stand there. I got to pull my car. I got to spend my money.
Okay.
I don't want to do it.
No, my grandmother never pumped gas a day in her life.
But that's the problem with you young men these days.
Yeah,
you need to make enough money so that you can have somebody pump my gas for me.
Yeah, no, but my grandfather was also a postal worker, and at that time you could be a postal worker and live a really, really great life. But that's no longer the case. So
it said never heard of this word stack. You need to watch Sinners.
Oh, he hasn't
you
seen
need
Sinners
to
yet?
watch Sinners.
No, he has to see that.
Who's he?
The native. He's the indigenous trying to warn you.
Getting the hell out of Dodge.
I'm telling you right now.
We know you're wrong. Go watch it.
And if you come for the smoke, you're going to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Cheryl said, I'm seeing great Halloween costumes. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
So since I'm Stack, I'm going to get me a cigar.
Listen,
we go.
You're the hothead, plain and simple.
If y'all see me in these streets acting like Stack, let me know.
Please, grab her up.
Don't have me out here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have me out here.
That's funny.
All right, and also research this gas tank thing.
Yeah,
see if you got a girl car or a boy car.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about what's going on around town.
Here's your first one.
What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Don't rush me. Give me a second.
Zip it.
I'm
see
trying.
See how she's being a hothead?
Okay, pull it up. Let's go. Is it up?
Oh my God.
Show the people. Sculpture Garden happy hours at the Delaware Art Museum. Tomorrow at 5 to 7:30. And we will have Nailene Firpo.
Who's that? Tell me about her. Okay. Don't. Never mind. We'll keep it going.
Why you do this? My boss is watching. My boss is watching.
Moving on, we got Rockford Rising celebrating the new Rockford Park concert stage. And if you haven't been in the park, the stage is beautiful. Let me tell you something.
Oh, is that it looked like a barn, like a little shed, but with the stage.
Like it's a big, beautiful pergola. If you haven't had the opportunity to use the new restrooms in Rockford Park, I beg of you to use them. They are absolutely glorious. As someone who would have to be in a state of emergency to use a public toilet, I have often thought to myself, maybe today I won't even use my own home. Maybe I'll just take a gander over to Rockford Park and enjoy the beautiful bathrooms that they have in that park. And I'll stop there. Sorry, off topic, but they're exquisite. They're heated. They're clean.
I haven't been in there.
They're wonderful.
I
They're
don't like
absolutely
public
wonderful.
restrooms.
I don't either, but they're wonderful. They're big. They're spacious. There's only one toilet. Like, it's wonderful.
It's one toilet?
Yes. It's your own personal apartment bathroom. It's huge in there. They're 4 separate giant open bathrooms, and in the winter they are heated.
There are so many bathrooms at the museum.
Listen,
like I could get lost going to the bathroom.
If I get kicked out of my house, I'm going to that bathroom, and I'm gonna just get a sleeping bag and be there. Yep.
I have my bathrooms at work. Like, I know where I gotta go, and then where I could just go real quick.
Yeah. Right.
Cheryl said TMI.
I'm just. They're wonderful. Like, if you have an emergency and you're in Rockford Park, that's the place to go. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Outdoor story time. Join us Fridays at Battery Park at the end of Delaware Street near the wharf for story time and play with dance scarves and egg shakers. Stay for bubble fun and music. Bring a blanket or chairs. They will move to the library for bad weather. 10:30 from June 7th all the way to August 30th.
Lovely. Oh, this is a good one. Yes. One of my favorites.
The Italian Festival. So there's this movie on, I think it's Netflix, called Nona's. And it is Vince Vaughn.
Okay.
And he is, his mom and his grandma were great cooks. And it's an Italian family. And when they passed away, he took the money from the insurance and bought a restaurant and hired a bunch of grandmas. And he bought a restaurant in Long Island. And it basically is just the story of him getting the restaurant together and getting these nonas. And at the end of the movie, it's a super successful restaurant, and it is a real restaurant.
That's cool.
And it's the cooks are grandmas to get the authentic feel. So yeah.
No.
The Italian Festival.
It's one of my favorite times of the year. It's festival season. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to get to the Greek festival, but the Italian festival is starting. And, you know, one of my favorite things to do is to go there, get all the kids and all the family situated. And then I go and I get my Italian water ice with Tito's vodka. And I am at that point in heaven. And I have my little alcoholic water ice, and I walk around and just people watch and stuff my face with treats, see people that I might want to talk to for a little bit. And I love it. I walk around and just have my water ice. It's great.
So it's from 6/8 to 6/15 at St. Anthony's of Padua. Where is that?
It's right, you know, where Father Tucker Park, where we performed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've never been before?
No.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
No.
Sorry, I'm not making fun of you, but that's crazy to me.
Yes.
That's crazy talk. Okay.
So, go enjoy.
Cool. Yeah, please. It's wonderful.
There's also an Black Music Festival that's downstate.
Okay.
I don't have the flyer for that, but you can look it up on Facebook. It's at the campground. You know what the campground was called? Can't remember, but yeah, if I find the flyer, I'll post it on our page. Okay.
Caribbean
Cultural Gala Night. $25 admission, Friday, June 6th from 6 to 9 p.m. Evolution Sounds, who's actually going to be, I think they're going to be at the museum, honoring our university Caribbean student associations.
Okay.
So yeah.
Lovely. Oh, yes.
This Saturday at 11 a.m., Celebration of Black Joy with yours truly will be performing our full set. So
there's the queen of the show right there. Yes,
Miss Kim. And she's in the Enchanted Garden in the big nest. Yeah,
no. You know, this is our third year doing the Celebration of Black Joy at that space. God. And it's always enjoyable. The crowd always reacts well. I got a busy day on Saturday. But yeah, it's coming up.
3 gigs. 3.
Yep. Cha-ching. Get the monies. Yeah, this is important.
So next Tuesday, June 10th at the Chris White Gallery, we are having the Wilmington Arts and Culture Community Town Hall. If you are an artist, if you are an art enthusiast, please come out. If you care about
all.
art and the artists of this city, please come out and make your voice heard. We need all hands on deck. It's very, very, very important. We will be there. So I hope to see y'all there. It's free.
I'm going to go on a little bit of a quick soapbox for this one. One of the beautiful things about Wilmington is its size. It's small and everyone's connected. And we also have, I think, a pretty high concentration, like per capita, of quality artists. And that includes musicians. And universally, artists always seem to, or at least too often, end up with the short end of the stick. We always get taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
And, we always kind of get pimped. And this gives us an opportunity to, number one, let our voices be heard.
Yeah.
And to start to take real action to create an environment that breeds good artistry.
Yes.
And that breeds a culture of artists who can make a living being artists and not just be the stereotypical starving artist.
And also, if you are a business owner that has hired artists for your business before, or business owners who have hired artists, please share this with them and tell them to come out. Because the other thing is, in order for the arts to stay alive, we need work. Mm-hmm. And when I say work, I don't mean you pay me $50 to sing at your bar for 3 hours, and then I also have to pay for my food. I mean real work. I need these business owners, these these organization heads, and everybody. I need people to understand and respect the arts. So y'all need to come too. And if you know people, tell them to come, because the more people that show up, the better educated we can all be as a community. This is the place that y'all need to be next Tuesday at the Chris White Gallery at 6:00.
Yeah.
We will be there ready to talk. If you are an arts organization, come out. Your voice needs to be heard. I will be there representing not just myself, not just Naj and Jay, but also the Delaware Art Museum. If you work at any other arts organization, museum, or anything, come out, because you have to speak up. We need people to be there.
I don't like showing up to typical stuff like this. But all the trash that we talk about, shining lights on artists and supporting artists and as an artist in two different mediums, it would be absolutely absurd for me to not be there. And I'm saying all that to say, it's my son's birthday on the date of that event, the 10th, and I'm going to be there because that's how important it is. It's an opportunity to at least start the process of creating real change right in this city. And you should show up and support it and offer your input. Yeah.
J. Joseph Taylor said they need to force the music schools to collaborate and stop the nonprofit Hunger Games approach. Make sure you're there, sir.
Please.
Make sure you're there.
Yeah, and be loud about it.
Be loud about it. We need educated individuals to be there, because there are a lot of people who have the money, they have the means, they have they have things that are accessible to, that we could be using as artists, that aren't sharing and that aren't giving and that aren't doing. So we need people to wake them up.
I watched a really interesting TED Talk maybe last week about the importance of the arts. And they were basically saying how even if you're not an artist, being able to, the value of being able to think outside of the box. And that's what the arts should do.
Yeah.
So even if you're, especially honestly, if you are a scientist and you're trying to solve a certain problem and you're stuck in a rut, if you can access that artistic brain that jumps outside of the norm, you might come up with a great solution to a difficult problem. And that's just one smidgen of why art matters and why the artistic brain matters. I'll leave it there.
If going to Philly to find entertainment matters to you, then this meeting should matter to you, because you could very well stop going to Philly and come here and be here and enjoy the artists and the art and the restaurants and bars and nightlife that we could have if we had the support that we so need from the city, from the arts organizations, from the nonprofits, from the businesses. Like, we have what it takes. Because
guess what? The average painter can't afford $2,000 a month right now to just, open up a spot. But I'll leave it up there.
It says, I feel it needs to be in a bigger space because the city of Wilmington is full of artists and creators among facilitators and the people. The city is culture. Absolutely. I agree. I do agree. I feel like that space is too small. I also feel like there is a reason for that, which I will hold on. We will see what happens. And we will reconvene.
And the flip side is, if you jam pack it, it looks like aesthetically like, oh boy, that's a serious thing.
Yeah, so tell your people to pull up.
Jam pack it.
Yeah, pack that house so that we can show them our artists, our artistry. We will show up and speak for ourselves. So share with everybody. Put it on your calendar.
Last one.
Speaking of the arts, we have Art Loop Wilmington happening. And hold on, who's on here? Where's it at? Wait a minute. The Bridge Art Gallery.
The bridge. The bridge.
The Soul Firm.
The Soul Firm.
Okay, look at it. There's a lot happening. So if you're looking for something to do, Art Loop is amazing. I'm sure everybody watching already knows that. But in the event someone shares this and they watch this part of the video, Art Loop is awesome.
Oh my God, I'm so bored in Delaware. What am I supposed to? Anyone got any suggestions?
Go to Art Loop and then go to Nomad after and get a drink and listen to some good music. Yeah. So that's all we got for you.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a pleasure talking to you lovely people.
Yeah.
We will see you next week.
For sure.
We're definitely going to do a post after the town hall.
Next week, yes. Okay.
Yes, for sure. So look out for that. Outside of that, have a wonderful evening. We love you for watching. Bye.